and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymore, King of Comics, down here in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, yes, and this is a very special episode. Not the number, don't even look at that. It's because it's this guy's birthday!
Yeah. My parents made a mistake 46 years and 9 months ago.
That's so terrible.
They did, though.
It wasn't...
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
Ultimately.
I don't know if your math is right. That doesn't sound right.
I don't know.
What birthday is this, sir?
46.
46?
I think.
Only?
I think.
That's not what I was told.
Because I was born in 75.
Okay, all right, fine. I was just making sure. I was told it was different, okay?
I'm like 52.
Yeah, okay, that's closer to what I was told. That's close to what I was told, is that he's like 79, and I was just going to go with it because it sounded good. It sounded good to me. I was just going to let it ride. But all right, you want 46, we'll do 46 as opposed to 64. It's fine. It's whatever. I was going to give you the Nintendo, but whatever.
Damn it.
I'd say you corrected me. I'm just letting you know. But we are celebrating here at the shop with some great books.
Yes.
Good job, man. You heralded some great books for your birthday.
Yeah.
I don't know if you asked for that.
No.
But it came anyway.
I just wanted my hair back. It's not happening, though. But we do have good books.
We do have good books. I don't know how to respond to that. That was so bad. We actually have some fantastic books. Okay, so honorable mention wise, we've got one that's the same. Only one. Yeah, these glasses you cannot see any of these.
Two. I've got Etherich.
Oh, okay, you do have an Etherich.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I think there's like 3 or 4 different covers.
There's like a bajillion covers. The font's different. Okay, so 2 that are the same. Where do you want to start?
All right, because I know you grabbed Nocterra, which is the one that I did not grab.
Oh.
Regale me of this book.
Surely will. Okay, so Nocterra number 6. This is the end of the opening story arc for this, right?
Okay. It's just story arc, not...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because is there more? Yes, indeed there is. Scott Snyder, Tony Daniel. This book has captured my heart, right? Okay, so we're talking sci-fi horror. Darkness has filled the world, but not only is it dark, being exposed to the darkness for too long mutates what is left of humanity in the worst ways possible, right? So we're at the end of this journey where we figure out maybe there is light at the end of the tunnel, but it's never as bright as you think it is. There's always a cost. There's always a cost. And some people do get accosted beautifully in this issue.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. What comes around goes around, man. And I mean that in the brightest way possible. I'm full of the puns today. Punny pun. Yeah, this was a lot of fun, man. I really like this. Again, Scott Snyder, unbridled, writing his due. This is what you're gonna get, and I'm excited for his new deal.
Oh yeah.
I think that's super good stuff.
All right, let's go with Image Comics. Second Chances.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't read with those.
Yeah. No. These are not readable glasses.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Memon, Bertolini, and Hopkins is the creative team. The book itself is black and white.
Oh, nice.
So,
but done well.
Done really well. And it's on a really glossy paper. Really, the hatch work, the lines, the way they're able to do the shades of gray, incredible. So this story is about a dude who facilitates getting people second life chances. So like if you're able to get to this dude and you're like, man, I really screwed up. I got the mob after me. Can you get me? It's like they're his version of illegal. I don't know,
like credit repair,
kind of witness protection.
There you go.
And so, someone that he's worked with in the past gets hold of him, and it's like, things are going bad. I need you to talk to my family, tell them I love them. I'm out. And he's like, no, that's not how any of this works. Goes to try to help his friend, and that's where we find out there's far more going on than what his friend is letting him in on.
I like it.
And yeah, it's really solid.
Dude, that looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm sure it's a fantastic read. Okay, so getting into the ones that we shared.
Where
do you want to
go? That's a toughie. Let's go with the episode of Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen that nobody's ready for.
Etherich it is. Boom Studios, Sarah Gailey, Pius Pak, Roman Titov. y'all got some stuff that y'all need to work out. I got like crazy Get Out vibes.
Yeah,
crazy Get Out vibes.
The art's amazing. It's this very blocky, very Ed Rizzo vibe to it, which is amazing. The color choices are cool because they're not at all what you would think for the certain things. It really creates this warmth and depth. And oy vey. All right, so this young woman and her new boyfriend are returning to his hometown for a family function. His family is like stupid rich, lives around nothing but other stupid rich people, and that's when things get interesting.
Yeah, that's a word. That's a word. Upon finishing this, I had to go back and flip through, and so now I'm questioning what this is. I'm questioning what that is.
Yeah.
Because at first, when I was first reading, I was like,
I couldn't figure out what that was.
I don't.
Like, I'm not an animal specialist.
Right? Like, I don't know. But now I'm like, yeah. So, Eat the Rich is this super dark commentary.
He's got the tongs.
Yeah.
So, at some point he's like, clack, 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 before.
Because you have to.
You have to.
You absolutely have to. It's deep because it's like this cool character-driven piece that has this twist. And once you get to the twist, you'll be really mad that there's not an issue 2 immediately for you to read. Because you're like, wait, what?
Where do you go?
Yada. I don't know. Is this a miniseries?
I think. There's no out. Like, the only out I can think of.
Yeah. No. Don't say that.
Frank's Red Hot. I put it on everything.
On everything! I fear she's being recruited.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening.
Yeah. And this is, it's so dark.
Yeah,
it's
it
so
really
dark.
is. Like, without spoiling anything.
Yeah,
it's
so dark.
Yeah.
Don't let the pretty, catalog magazine, cover fool you.
Yeah.
This is one of the dankest things you'll read this week.
Yeah. It's
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because Red Room came out already. So
right. I was like, it's Red Room. It's a family-friendly Red Room.
Oh, that's... I don't like that. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to something a little safer. Beyond the Breach, number 2. Ed Brisson, Damian Cusero? What do you think?
Cachero.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Here's my honest take.
Mm-hmm.
This has almost no thematic congruency, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so wild and bounces and just introduces things almost at a whim.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of time it's incredibly disjointed.
Yes.
But in a way that it works. Because we've got what appears to be like some kind of Lovecraftian apocalypse where there's been a meshing of 2 worlds, ours and at least one other.
Right.
And there's creatures that are very from the fog. And nobody knows what's happening. And that's one of the things I love about it is since nobody knows, we don't know.
At all. Like, we are literally going through this journey with everyone involved. I'm not going to front. My dude is the dopest. Like,
oh, dude with the sweet hat?
Yeah. Samuel, not L. Jackson, but he could be, is the dopest dude ever. Like, his response time on everything, gangster. His ride, super gangster. Like, yeah.
I almost wish he didn't take the mask off.
You know what? It does kind of kill the mystery just a little, but I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm for it. He's oh my God, what's his name? Sam Elliott in Roadhouse.
Yeah.
That's what I get from him.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
I mean that lovingly. Very deeply lovingly.
Because he's lived. Like, he has experienced this situation. He is totally a fish out of water, too, but he's calm.
Exactly.
And he's going to figure his way out.
He's experienced enough that, okay, this is what we're doing. I'll figure it out, too. I will figure it out.
And then that last page.
Oh, my God. What are they?
Right?
Like...
Right?
That is a problem.
Because how did they get there? Like, did they control that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it looks like they're looking. Like they're actively looking. So if that party didn't know, then how come this party seems to know that at the very least that they're there?
Who's
like,
lying?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. That was a fun read.
Yeah, really, really good. The other one of the other big AfterShock books this week was God of Tremors #1.
It's so big.
It's so big. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Just we couldn't fit it.
It wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
And I was... It's only so big, man.
Prestige format.
Yeah.
Peter Milligan is a writer, and Piotr Kowalski is the illustrator. So.
Super dope, super dope. Much love to AfterShock. Love you guys. All right, so going on to the Acrylic, the ones that win this week. We got 2 that are the same. Mm-hmm. Where do you want to start? No, I went first last time. Give me Kang. Give me Kang or give me death.
All right, so Marvel, almost always when there's a big movie or television series or something coming out, they try to put out a #1 issue of the main character or team.
Yep.
And this is one that I picked up to read fully expecting it to be just like the intellectual property, right? Like, hey guys, here's a Kang comic.
Hey.
And wow, so much more. All right, so we've got the 2 writers are Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. Art is Carlos Magno. Color artist is Espen Gridjern. This is amazing. So it's doubling down on the Richards aspect, that somehow Reed Richards is connected to Kang in a relationship way. And it starts off with Kang, as we know him, taking Richards, like the kid Richards in the future.
Like Reed?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like it Reed's family member.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, taking Nathaniel, my bad.
Woo!
And trying to teach him how to be a better Kang.
Oh.
And
Kang Prime.
Yeah. So it's this, like, really, I don't know, trippy sort of thing where Kang is trying to impart wisdom on Nathaniel in a situation, which I love, because it's right... So don't spoil nothing.
Yeah. No spoilers, because we don't do that. Whoa!
So right before that.
Okay.
So there's no effect on anything. Everything is erased.
Nice.
So Kang is smart. And, yeah. You can't escape Kang. So, yeah. So it's this really, really cool thing with Nathaniel. And you start to see how Nathaniel, his thinking, like Kang, starts. Very, very cool. I don't know. I was shocked. I was really caught off guard by how good this was.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, if you're looking for a Kang the Conqueror kind of primer comic to learn about the character and how he functions,
that's the one.
Yeah, it's a great head start.
What's your favorite Kang iteration? Between Kang, Immortus, Ramatut, was it Scarlet Centurion?
Probably Ramatut.
Really?
Yeah, there's something just about that it fits the psychology of him, that he's not just a ruler or a conqueror, he's a god. Because he has the abilities to do all these different things.
That's fair.
So it fits, but it like almost at the same time, like, if you've got all that power, why just ancient Egypt?
Because it was cool.
Yeah. It was cool. He saw the Michael Jackson video.
He definitely did. And was like, remember the time? He's like, yes, I do.
Ramatut.
I can do that. Ramatutting it all day long. All right, so also with Marvel, the Trial of Magneto #1.
Just started this week.
So I was afraid that this was just going to be like one of those, like, oh, it's an event book, X of Swords type,
Enjoy giving us money.
Leah Williams, Lucas Wernick, Edgar Delgado, whole creative team, fantastic. Okay, here's the thing. We know that the basis for this is at the Hellfire Club Gala, Scarlet Witch got murdered. That's bad.
Yep.
Now, here's what I didn't know, right? Because I wasn't really following this. There's been a status quo change where some of who we consider mutants are not.
Yes.
And Wanda is one of them.
Yep. And so that gets around
that she is not actually a mutant and somehow had tricked Cerebro or Krakoa itself into thinking that she was.
Yeah.
So,
because leading up to that, like, we've already established, if you're a mutant, death means nothing. We can just bring you back.
Just bring you right back. It's cool. We see the ramifications with the Quiet Council of dealing with such a thing. And it immediately goes into, I mean, you'll never guess who they think might have done it. But it's why they think he did it. Yeah. It's such a very interesting thing to see this portrayal of Magneto go so vapidly back to what he used to be, which is, like, this whole, like, Hickman run has been like this cohesion between Eric and Charles. Like,
Yeah.
they're on the same page 100%. No, they are not on the same page. And to a degree, it's interesting because what Eric wants seemingly would exonerate him, and nobody else wants to do it.
Huh.
And he's like, what? Like, let's do this. Like,
Yeah.
let's make this happen. And because he's pushing, it goes to a place. Listen, no spoiler, but when this happens, oh, wait, one more back. That happens. Like, using, and then, yeah. And that's just not something that I thought we would see anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because that would totally...
Like, when that clash happens, what do? It's the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
It's the absolute worst of the worst. So, definitely pick up The Trial of Magneto #1. It is fantastic. I think you'll love it. It's super, super dope. So, yes. Where do you want to go next?
This is a toughie. Because one is a great standalone story.
Yes, it is.
This one feels like it is a story really, really starting to take its stride.
100%. Where do you want to talk?
Let's go Moon Knight first.
Done deal. We'll stick with Marvel. Moon Knight #2. We got McKay. We got Capuccio. Hopefully I did that right. Okay. So, in this series where Moon Knight has rededicated himself to protecting the people of the night, those who travel at night. Mm-hmm. It's a very different setup, which I think is dope.
Yeah.
Right? It's the most Batman thing I think I've ever read.
Yeah, it's very grassrootsy. Like,
very.
Because he's a man of the people.
Right.
It's not like superheroes fighting superheroes.
Right.
It's just people trying to move around his area of New York at night.
And he's like, I gotta protect him. Okay, so the guy that we encounter here, that is the grossest superpower I've ever heard of.
It really is. It's somewhere between he drew the short straw or it's actually brilliant.
No, there is no brilliance. Listen, at least Kilgrave just has to be around you.
Yeah.
Right? This is consumption.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Just
that's a level of
salty sort of It is.
You're still talking. Stop it.
Oh my gosh. And the fact that it took time,
Oh,
that's
God.
the other. Yeah, it's this.
It's a slow poisoning.
Oh,
It's so disgusting.
yeah.
But, okay, when it comes to a statement of how dope Moon Knight is,
It's like
his willingness to do that, yeah.
it's like that scene in Princess Bride.
Oh,
Where you never the classic blunders, and this dude walks right
he
into.
does walk right into it
And
because he's so sure. He's so certain.
Yeah.
What he doesn't realize is that underneath his uniform, there's a red shirt.
Yeah.
There's definitely a red shirt. Your call sign is Ensign, and you're not coming back. You're not.
In that whole sequence, the artist is
Oh.
like, "I'll take over."
Yeah.
Like the storytelling is good, but in that scene,
This page series belongs to me.
Yeah.
This one right here
right?
is the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah.
But delicious nightmares.
Yeah, that's one. It should not be a poster because it would
It'll
scare
terrify you. It'll terrify you.
But holy crap!
Can I? Okay, my favorite line though is where is it? First panel, second balloon. That is my. Once I read that, I was like, "Yo, that's the funniest thing I think I've ever read."
Yeah, because it's not untrue.
Not untrue, and there's it's a rare thing when Marvel can slip in racist humor. They did a really good job here.
Really well.
This is funny. Like what they say, it is fun because it's true. That's what makes it so funny is because it's true. And when you read it, I know some people are going to be on guard. Don't be. That's funny.
This is two people that are completely comfortable with each other.
100%. 100%. So let that live because that was a great joke. Good job. Good job. Okay. And the award for best stepfather application of all time goes to Jupiter's Legacy Requiem #3. Mark Miller, Tommy Lee Edwards, with an assist to the late great Jean-Paul Leon. Man, like he did that cover.
Yeah.
Right? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Sky Fox has been my favorite character since like the initial series, right?
Yep.
And picking things up where we are, I'm still upset that Sky Fox, the original, what happened with him, I'm still upset. Like I really wanted that to not be real.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm still mad at you for that. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like
because we were set up for that. Like we were a baseball on a t-ball stand.
100%. 100%.
Like Hutch.
But when you can't have the original Hutch the way you want him, sometimes Hutch Jr. is just as good, if not better.
Yeah. Because this is a very, very Hutch-centric story up until the tail end.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, is there a thing that he does that, like, really outdoes the rest? From him getting dressed.
Oh, my gosh.
From how,
Adventures in babysitting.
That's... I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
Like it's so terrible, but I'm...
Because the bulk of the story, without giving anything away, is just a day in the life of Eddie Hutchison's. And, like, from him waking up in a situation that I call Thursday morning, and to him getting home-ish at night, and just this...
Home-ish. That is the best way to call it.
Yeah. And it's just, like, it's this dude who's been granted the ability to teleport and just do stuff with...
Do what he wants, man.
And, yeah, because it took me a second. It took me till that panel in the sequence. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's not...
Why are there...
Oh, that's so terrible. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I'm trying to... There's just so many magical things. Right? Like, come on.
The kid.
Not for nothing. I would love to be that kid for, like, that day.
Yeah.
Just that one day. Sure, why not?
Because he's gonna forget you at some point. You're gonna die. But
whatever. Like, that day is perfect. Okay. So, moving on from that, though.
Mm-hmm.
That part, I was like, yo, this is way bigger than I thought this was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be perfectly contained to maybe a planet, maybe two-ish. I mean, there is a name in the title. I was not prepared for where this was about to go.
Yeah. Cause once you hit that middle section, you see the staples.
Yeah.
It goes. There's the two stories that Mark is telling.
Yeah.
If I might call you Mark, are really, really cool because you have this. From what we read in all the earlier Jupiter stuff, right? We know that there was some kind of extraterrestrial alien, intervention that gave the powers to these people. And we're finding out that there's far more to it.
Way more.
It isn't
way more.
Just some gregarious
There's
extraterrestrials.
a plan. And whether or not we fully understand that plan, want that plan, we're a part of that plan. And that's super, super good.
Because that just is so over the top.
I love it.
I'm trying to remember the name of that story.
Which one?
There's a sci-fi story where these aliens show up and they just stay in the sky for like a couple generations to the point where the people are just like, it's always there.
Yeah.
And that's when they come up. Like, hey. And that's like the kind of vibe where you're just like, what do? You look up and you've got some kind of technology that can just have an
effect. Right? Like,
and how do you and like if somebody can do that,
right?
What are you supposed to do to stop them?
Nothing at all. Okay, we are introduced to a character. This is a first appearance of a few different folks.
Yes.
Lord Xanis.
Yeah.
I will never, ever ask Lord Xanis for a favor.
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
Nope. I don't care what the situation is. If I'm going to die without it, I'm going to die. I'm just going to go ahead and take the L. Okay?
Yeah, because when you look closely...
It's so messed up. It is so messed up. Why is that like a theme in the books this week?
I don't know.
What is this?
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you're that ruthless,
right,
you lack that much empathy.
There is nothing you won't do.
Like they're tooling around like this when they're clearly capable of interstellar travel.
Yeah. That's a choice.
Yeah, like
That's
they're choosing to do this. Oh,
darkness, absolute darkness, and it's one of the coolest things I think I've seen in terms of a villainous intro. And I'm being judgmental by saying that they're a villain. Maybe they were in a position where they had to do what they had to do, but it's the way it plays where you're just like, oh,
why would you?
What? No, they weren't. Oh,
maybe they were delicious.
I hope so.
Frank Red.
Nothing would be worse than to have that happen, and they're just like, ugh, like wasted.
Oh my god, this guy tastes terrible.
Oh my god. Oh, well, speaking of flavors, hopefully you enjoyed the taste
grapes
of this. Raisins, sprinkled raisins. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, give us that thumbs up. We need that action. It's Ryan's birthday. He deserves at least a thumbs up from you, from everybody.
I just want to feel. And if you like what we do, hit subscribe.
And click the bell notification, because we're here every week, giving you some comic booky goodness right to your DMs every time. You got some books to read, we got books that we read. We're going to tell you what to read, because we're smart like that.
I like pictures. My favorite.
I got letters. 6 of them. Jazz hands.